Hi, Jenny from Sunday here. Today we're going to talk about watering basics. We'll cover things like how and when to water your lawn and all the different ways to do it. At Sunday, we believe in watering deeply, like enough to soak the roots, but infrequently, so just a few times a week. This makes your roots stronger, more resourceful. That means they can stand up better to things like heat and drought stress. It's also better for the climate. Cutting just one watering session a week can save 3,000 gallons of water across an average residential lawn like yours. Plus, imagine the cost savings. So let's start by looking at all the different ways you can water your lawn. The hands-on approach, with a hose and a nozzle to adjust the water flow, is simple and cost-effective. It gives you the most control over how much you water your grass and where. Another popular option is an above-ground sprinkler attachment for your hose. It's cost-effective, requires less work than manual watering, and it covers more of your lawn. But it doesn't have the best uniformity, and it may require you to move it around your lawn. In-ground sprinklers are the most common. They don't require a lot of work because they're automatic, and they can water each zone of your lawn differently depending on how much or how little water each area needs. While they're efficient, these systems do have a tendency to water the pavement if they're not installed right. And they do require some maintenance and special attention during periods of rain, heat, drought, and freeze. Lastly, you can invest in a smart sprinkler system. This uses timers and even weather sensors to make sure your lawn gets the right amount of water. It's a little more costly up front, but if you install it right, it can actually save you water and money in the long run. So now let's talk about how often to water. This will vary depending on where you live. If you're east of the Mississippi in the US, you probably get enough rain that you don't need to supplementally water your lawn. In fact, you may only need to water in June, July, and August when summer's at its peak. If you're west of the Mississippi, you probably see drier conditions during the growing season, and depending on where you are, maybe even all year. You probably need to supplementally water to maintain your grass. Here are some tips for watering correctly during normal conditions. Generally speaking, lawns need a little more moisture in the summer and a little less in the spring and fall. You should avoid watering if rainfall is expected. That way you can take advantage of natural irrigation. Keep in mind that shady spots probably need less water. And most importantly, the best time for you to water is between 6 a.m. and 10 a.m. Watering during this time limits disease potential because your lawn has a full day to absorb the water. It also limits heat stress because watering during peak sun can actually burn your grass. Plus, midday watering is kind of inefficient because it evaporates before it can get all the way down to your grass roots. Now that you're on your way to watering correctly, let's talk about how to pair it with your Sunday lawn plan. Grass absorbs nutrients best if it's well hydrated. So it's a great idea to water your lawn a day before you apply your nutrients. If you're dealing with water restrictions, you can actually just water in the morning, wait about 30 minutes, and then apply your nutrients. After you apply Sunday, give your grass a whole day to absorb those nutrients before you water again. And that's really all there is to it. Water deeply and infrequently, keep an eye on your local forecast and water restrictions, and don't forget to enjoy your lawn. That's what summer's all about.